say about military intelligence. So keep your head on a swivel.
Spartan team, maintain present speed and heading. Copy that, Titan 1.
You see that?
The Spartan 2-1, Spartan 2-1, we're reading a radiation spike on your vector.
Shit! It's an EMP!
Hello, welcome back Penny Pinchers, I'm Vok250 and this week's cheap game of the week is Singularity. And why I chose this game for this week is because it's a cheap game. I picked it up for $10 back just a few months after it had come out, and so you can probably find it for about that price or cheaper. Now I'm not sure how this game, I just don't think it was marketed that well, or maybe some of the reviews weren't so great, but it just didn't seem to, I didn't hear much about it, and the price seemed to drop very quickly on it. But I got picked up this game for $10, I tried it out, and it ended up being my favorite game of 2010. So that's like, of all the games that came out in 2010, this was my favorite, and that's just because it's so much fun. It reminds me of the Half-Life 2 style games. It's an FPS with various sort of sections. It's very linear, and it runs through with a lot of cool mechanics and a very good plot. The story to it is very interesting. It has to do with time, going back through time, forward through time, and when you affect something in the past, how it changes the future, and just all that kind of, all those weird kind of things that start getting confused in your head. And I ended up playing through this game a few times just to try and figure out certain parts to it, and I found that every time I played through I'd notice different things, and I had a lot of fun with it. So part of this game is this TMD, it's time manipulation device, and basically you can pick up objects, throw them with it, decay them, like make them older, make them younger. It allows you to destroy and rebuild things, and you can freeze time in an area with like an orb for a certain amount of time, and it just adds a whole new level of gameplay to it. The game also has upgrades for weapons and for skills. You collect a currency which is called E99 tech. I guess other than that, it's a pretty basic FPS. It's got a few weapons, and you shoot various different enemies, and there's a few boss battles. And I thought the enemies really kept it mixed up, and the different sections mixed up quite a bit. And if you can pick this one up cheap, I'd highly recommend it. I had a great time playing through it. I didn't even bother with the multiplayer. I just had so much fun with the single player. And I'd say it's easily worth $10 or $15 if you can find it. So if you're into FPS, I highly recommend it. Go check it out.